Steven!
Hello.
Busy week you've had.
Yes, it was.
So where would you like to start?
Where to begin is the real question. Let's see.
Let's just start at the tip and work our way down.
Okay. I guess the interesting part of my week really started. I'd have to say Thursday, because Thursday is the day that I went to go get hemp coffee with Sean. And
You went to get what?
hemp coffee. I'd never heard of it before, but apparently it's a thing down here, and it's coffee infused with the CBD oil, so it helps calm you down. Because I bought it while I was there. I got it in the freezer and in the fridge. In the fridge, I got a cold brew thing of the CBD infused coffee, and then I got a CBD infused cheesecake for my cheat day.
Really? I thought you got kind of excited on Thursday, rather than calmed down.
Ha 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 ha! So funny. But anyways, after we went and got coffee, we went to Sunny's.
So hold on, wait. Let's not rush here because there was a case of. So you were starting to blow Sean off when you'd made arrangements to go get coffee on Thursday, didn't you?
Yeah,
Why?
because I literally felt so bad. I didn't want to leave the bed, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I did get out of that bed.
I bet you are.
But, every time you say one of those smart jokes, I almost it almost goes over my head, and I almost skip over it, but then I catch it last minute, and I'm like,
Yeah, you get to why I'm saying things like this in a little bit. So, just a little context. Sean is one of the old cast members, way old cast members that's in the CBO movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he lives about 15 minutes away?
Yeah, like 15, 20 minutes.
15 minutes away. So he went off to the Navy and did a whole bunch of stuff, and now he's back in the area. So he's touched base with us a while ago and hangs out in the chat room and chats with me and chats some more with me. And and he's got a hubby. Yeah, rather cute hubby, huh?
I will admit, Sean's husband is very, very handsome.
Okay, good.
He is very,
so
very
now
handsome.
Now we got the backstory as to why. So anyway, on Thursday he was hanging out at my place in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was showing him some trading stuff.
Oh yeah, he told me you were showing him your little tech stuff, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like Bird.
Yeah, and then of course he mentioned the fact that you were pushing him off to Friday, which...
And then I forgot that we already had plans Friday that we didn't even get up going to because I went to the emergency room instead, but that's...
Yeah,
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Sure.
What?
The emergency room on Friday wasn't exactly the plan.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the way I planned on spending my day.
He managed to bitch at you and get you to go meet up with,
Yes, you
Sean.
were the one that bitched at me and got me to meet up with Sean. I appreciate that.
Which, of course, how did Jimmy react to that?
He got upset and slept all day.
Why would Jimmy get upset about you going for a harmless coffee with Sean?
Because I guess James was worried that I was gonna fuck G.
Because Jimmy had already gone over to Sean's and messed around with Giuseppe. And that was his little thing. Which I think you got upset at when he did that, didn't you? I
did get jealous at the time, yes.
Oh god, turn around his fair plate. So you went for coffee, telling Jimmy, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna be back and go to the gym with you at 3:00.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to the gym.
No, you didn't.
No.
So, how many times did Jimmy text you?
At least 3. I remember at least 3. And then Nikki texted me twice saying, where the hell are you? And flip it out. And I was like, it was kind of good to kind of get that view because I'm like, it's my day off. Y'all don't need to know my every waking moment and every single move I make. I told y'all that I was going out with Sean. Y'all should believe that I'm okay. I told you where I was going, that I was going out with Sean. So y'all should understand that I'm not laying on the side of the road dead.
Yeah. And of course, and then, of course, Jimmy was also texting Sean.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no worries, though. Which was hilarious from my point of view because I could see what Jimmy's doing on the cameras. And Sean was telling me when Jimmy's texting, I'm like, he's pouting. So coffee was rather long.
Well, the coffee wasn't long, actually, because we got there right before they closed. It was dinner afterwards that got really long, because we were in the middle of Sunny's, and I started getting really emotional. Because I started to rant, as you know me, I always do. And so I started to rant, and then the rant started into a cry, and then the cry started into a bawl, and the bawl started into an emotional mess. So Sean was like, well, okay, since you're not eating, me and you can go back to our house, so we can, I'll show you the dogs, we can calm down.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you go, Sean. Of course, what do you do when you're faced with an emotional mess at some restaurant? Yeah, you take it home. Way to go, Sean.
I mean, you're not wrong. Usually, whenever you have an emotional mess at a restaurant, you bounce.
You bail,
yeah, you're out. But I'm really glad that I got that day with Sean, because spending that time with him, he gave me some advice that was much needed, first of all, and then he gave me a view. Like, it kind of like you say all the time, when you're in the house, it's really hard to see because you're right there in it, so your emotions are in there, and it's hard to see from an outside perspective. And Sean kind of gave me that outside perspective to see what was going on, and I really needed that as kind of like a slap to the face, like, not in the literal sense that Nikki did last week.
That's why I figured it was good that you actually... That's why I was kind of pushing you on Thursday to meet up with Sean, because I know Sean, obviously, for many years, and... I knew it's good to have somebody outside of the house you can talk to, but also has an actual understanding of the house because they've been through it.
Yeah.
So
that's
why having outside friends is important.
I really appreciate you for pushing me to do that, and I really appreciate him for being willing to sit there and listen to me rant for hours and hours, and willing to listen to me sit there crying in the middle of fucking Sunny's barbecue like a fucking mess.
I know, then you gave me a whole text.
Yeah, but he is the one that helped me write that out, because I told him how I was feeling, and he told me that's what I should say. I literally had him sit there and read the text and make sure what it said before I sent it to you, and he was the one that told me that I should say that.
With a nice helpful layer of bullshit in there in the middle.
No, that's not bullshit.
I look up to you. You don't know me.
I do look up to you. I do look up to you.
But you don't know me.
Just because I don't know you doesn't mean that I can't look up to you. Like, in the way that, like, you look over us, like, I don't want to say, like, it's like a father figure, but you're kind of like a bird having us under his wings in this house. So, yeah, I look up to you.
Okay. It's interesting. Yeah.
And you have, like, you have...
Because we haven't really hung out at all. I mean, it's like...
Well, yeah, but just the position that you're in the house makes me look up to you.
Okay.
Is what I meant by that.
Okay. But just remember in life, just because someone has a particular position in life doesn't mean they're deserving of being looked up to.
Well, not only that, but everything that you've achieved kind of it also helps me look up to you, because seeing all the things that you have and seeing all the things you've achieved, especially with TGRW, and seeing that you built this from the ground up, I think that's amazing. That you're able to, especially back then, being able to start something like this and build it up. That is really amazing.
Trying to start something now.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot less competition back then. We were cutting edge.
Well, yeah, but I feel like you get a lot more hate and a lot...
But cameras and stuff weren't everywhere. To try and start it now, it would probably fail, because...
There's so much already.
Cameras. Yeah. I mean, Chatterbait's all over and everything.
Yeah, it's basically... All you gotta do is have a webcam and boom, you're a star.
Correct.
Well, not a star, but a close second.
Correct. So that was good. So, you ended up spending the night at Sean's.
Not that night, the next night, and that was after the emergency room. You're skipping over
the next night is like, no, it was a continuation of that day.
Well, yeah, but it was more, I'd gone to the emergency room, and I was supposed to be spending that day with Sean, but I'd gotten sick, so I went to the emergency room instead.
Yeah.
And that was awful. First of all, they didn't even tell me what was wrong. She just gave me some nausea medicine, gave me some over-the-counter medication, and then told me to get out. Like, don't even, like, diagnose me. Don't even figure out what the problem is so we can fix it.
That's because you went to an emergency room.
Where should I have gone?
Okay. An emergency room, make sure you're not dying. and then they'll send you to your doctor for like a more in-depth look. An emergency room is like a trauma center. Are you about to die? No. Then here's what you need. Go see your doctor. Yeah, that's what an emergency room is. Unfortunately, people without insurance, like Jimmy, and do you have insurance?
No,
you
no.
okay? Go there because you know it's the only place that isn't going to ask for money up front. So it's a kind of it's a problem in the country right now because the emergency rooms are getting overwhelmed with people not there for emergency, but it's the only place they can go to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the emergency rooms aren't doing the proper full diagnostic. Like, okay, if you're here and you don't have insurance, you're not going to pay. So let's give you basic stuff. It sucks. Yeah. But that's a whole nother.
You get what you pay for, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, how was the double booking?
Well, it was interesting to say the least, because I literally, like, G's trick was supposed to arrive, like, an hour before me. No. I pull in right behind this motherfucker. Like, I'd been following him for a hot minute, and then I realized he's pulling into the exact same driveway I am. So I literally, while he was walking
So
up...
does he have flat valet parking now? A little turnstile? Fast pass?
But, like, the entire time he was standing at the door and they were talking, I just sat in my car. I kept my lights off. I turned my car off. I just sat in my car. I texted Sean. I was like, yo, I'm here. I don't want to intrude. I don't want to step in on his game. Like...
Hi, I see your 4 o'clock's a little late, but I'm your 5 o'clock.
I didn't want to be like, yo, I'm their friend. By the way, see, you guys are fucking. Don't want to make it awkward.
Yeah.
It was funny though because G's guy looked a lot like G.
Looks like what?
It looked like a skinnier version of G.
Oh, okay.
Like G's guy looked like a skinnier, like twinkier version of G.
I thought you said Jimmy for a second.
Oh no, that would have made it. You know, I would have came out laughing on that shit. If it looked like Jimmy, I would have busted out laughing. I wouldn't have been able to hold it back. I'd have been like, he's got you ass whipped now.
So talking about you and Jimmy, so what's the latest in this whole debacle?
Well, we have a lot to talk about, but we definitely did open... last night, we did open up a new array of options for me and Jimmy. Fooling around with Dylan, and...
Okay, you say an array of options.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you had some nice pillow talk last night.
Yeah. And I stick to what the pillow talk said, but there's a lot more in depth. We have to have a lot more in depth conversation than the pillow talk. Like I said last night when we were doing the pillow talk, that was just the main idea, consumptious. Did I use that word right? Did I say it right? Consumptious? Yeah. Okay. Well, that. But there's a lot more in depth talk that we need to have, and I think that what we're planning on doing is after we get all the cleaning done today, either before or after chat, because I still got to go to the gym today. It's my gym day. So I was just going to take him with me so that me and him could talk while I'm at the gym, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
So are you heading towards some sort of relationship, weird as it may be?
I think so.
I think. Huh?
I'm pretty sure. If I am correct, if he's on the same page as me, I think so.
Well, he's gaga over you, so...
I wouldn't say gaga, but maybe like close to head over heels, like his head is like right there at his heel. Like not over it yet, but right there at it.
Okay. Interesting. And what does Jimmy bring to the table on this?
Well,
going back to a conversation you and Sean had. It's like I'm everywhere. It's like I'm just
I mean, you're right,
fucking life here.
But I mean, like, that's one of the things I was gonna bring up in mine and Jimmy's talk is if me and him are gonna start something, I'm gonna need to see effort from him. I'm gonna need to see him going out to get a job. I need to see him trying to improve himself, because I'm not just gonna sit here and date someone that's not gonna try to better themselves. And if he doesn't, I plopped the car in his hands. I literally said, you can use my car. He is given a free ride.
And I've given him lots of
options. And the application is not that hard. It's like Postmates, and Postmates took me like literally 5 minutes.
I even did it, so I mean... just because I wanted to see what it was.
That was one of the things I was definitely going to bring up with him, was that if me and him were going to start something, I definitely need to see from him that he is going to try to better himself. Like, I don't want him to just sit here and be lazy or just work at Bagelicious. Like, I want him to get an actual job that's going to give him actual hours. Bagelicious, I don't even consider that a job. They're working him like 1 to 2 days a week.
I think they're trying to get him to quit so they don't have to pay unemployment if they fire him, to be honest.
I mean, with the way they're treating him and the way they're talking about him, I wouldn't doubt it at all. But with the way they're treating him, I mean, like, is it even worth it? He should just quit.
Okay, but hold on. There's usually... Okay, from an employer point of view, and I've hired many people don't like... Any company, any job doesn't hire somebody and go through that process just to get somebody to treat them like shit. Okay, they don't want to fire people. They want good people. You need good people. Rehiring somebody is a pain in the ass. So
but I also got...
My question is, what is Jimmy doing to not be that good person?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not only blaming it on them, don't get me wrong. I'm just pissed off that they're giving him 1 to 2 days a week. But I will say that Jimmy has to play a part in it, because they wouldn't be trying to scrunch him off if he wasn't the weak link. If he wasn't the one that was doing the least amount of work,
we do
or
the
getting
same
the
thing
least
with
amount
Qzone.
done.
Our best people, we try and give them the most hours because they give our customers the best service.
Yes, and I'm not saying that Jimmy doesn't have the ability, because I know that he can do plenty. I know that he has the ability to go out here and achieve great things, but I need to see that effort from him.
Right.
Just like I'm currently in the process of signing up for classes at DeVry University, which is an online class. Which, yeah, it doesn't give me the benefits of a community college, but...
Wait, hold on. I thought you didn't have your GED.
I have my high school diploma.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I also have an associate's in arts.
Okay, got it.
You're like, you didn't even think I had a GED. I have an associate's in arts.
Okay. Who were we talking about? The GED stuff.
I don't remember us talking about some GED stuff.
Okay.
Because I have my high school diploma.
Okay.
I graduated early with an associate's in arts.
Excellent.
I was always one of those overachievers. I went to Challenger Early College High School.
So what happened?
I mean, I'm still there. I just took a year off, and now I'm definitely getting back to school. But the reason why I chose to do online instead of a community college is I don't want to be ahead of myself and plan on getting an extension and plan on being here for that extra amount of time and then not.
Right.
So I'd rather sign up for online classes so that no matter whether I get an extension and get to stay or whether I have to go back home, either way I can still continue on my classes.
Smart move. Of course, not doing community college means there's more onus on you actually doing the stuff.
Yeah, there's no one there to give you that extra push. You have to be the one pushing yourself.
Yes.
Which I will admit is going to be a tough one for me. I'm definitely going to have to work on it. Because that's definitely going to be a hard one for me. But I feel like with enough effort, I can achieve it. And I at least...
Yeah, several people have done it here. They've done online courses.
I'm at least wanting to do, at least for the online part, to at least get started, headed in the degree that I want. I could at least get my translator degree online. So then I can still go back to school and go to an actual college. But at the same time, I can go ahead and start working towards what I'm wanting to get.
Which is what?
I'm wanting to get my master's in education and deafness profession so that I can teach deaf children.
Okay.
Which I'm far away from. I still got, let's see. I got my associates in arts. Not all of them will transfer, so that'll probably be about...
handicapped child anyway, so...
It's probably going to be another 4 or 5 years.
You didn't realize it.
No, I didn't.
So you're about to date a handicapped child, so you'll be able to get hands-on training.
To go into my teacher, does this count as extra credit? Just spend 10 minutes with him, you'll understand. I deserve this.
Yeah.
This should give me an A+ in this class.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
And it's funny because actually, before I started working as a CNA, I actually used to work with special needs. It wasn't special needs children, but it was special needs people in a facility. Kind of like we would like just take them on field trips. It was kind of like a daycare center just for like older special needs people. And
like Jimmy.
So I feel like I got ahead of myself in this. I feel like I already got this. I've done it before. I can do it again.
Well, he's attracted to you.
I got the skills in order to take care of it.
Okay, so then just go back to basics here. What What attracts you to Jimmy over other people? Or is it convenience?
It's not convenience. It's more of I'm a very emotional person, as you've seen.
No kidding.
And so, whenever I first got here and through this time, yes, he has had some fuck ups where he has definitely fucked up. But overall, he has been pushing hard to show me that he does care about me, and he has been pushing hard to show me that he is trying. And I'm not gonna sit here and ignore that because he is putting in that effort. But at the same time,
well, you also haven't been exactly clear with your signals. I mean,
exactly,
very mixed signals.
I'm not no better than he is. But I think now we're finally kind of trying to get on the same page, link up, get this shit talked over, done with, finally put to rest so that it can all be done.
Good.
I'm done. I'm so ready to have all this drama just lifted off of my shoulders. I'm so ready. It's gonna be great, guys. I'll just wait.
You just said dating Jimmy's gonna lift the drama off your shoulders? Okay.
Or add 10 times more onto it. Who knows? We'll only know with time.
Well, you are what I would definitely call high maintenance.
I'm not gonna deny that. Because, yeah, you're right. I am high maintenance.
Kind of selfish.
I wouldn't say I'm selfish.
Yeah. I would put you in the selfish category, dude.
I wouldn't. I didn't think I was selfish.
Sorry. You make a lot of stuff about you. If you're going to come into a relationship, you need to make it about both of you. Yeah. I'm seeing that. I'm giving you advice from the other side. Now,
I know.
trust me, I'm always going to give it to you straight. It might hurt, but...
I'd rather you give it to me straight.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can do a relationship, it should be two independent people coming together. Yeah. You've got to be happy with yourself, not relying on Jimmy to give you the happiness. That's really important, because if you're not happy with yourself,
you can't be happy with someone
it's not
else.
going to make you happy, because your main problems are still there. Yeah, you might be there for support, but
support can only go so far.
The best relationships are where neither of you need the other. You want to be with each other. Yeah. It's not like, oh my god, I can't survive without him.
Yeah.
It's not an emotional.
You don't
support
depend on
partner.
each other, but
Yeah. I mean, you are with each other because you enjoy it.
yeah.
So just remember, he has feelings as well when you're wanting to do stuff. Just don't always make it about you. He's like a sponge. It's Jimmy. He needs to not do it so much, but when he gets into any sort of relationship he's chasing, he kind of like throws it totally. He throws himself too far in, too fast. And he's already done that with you. Yeah, he's like, you're now his world. He's not thinking of anything else, which is a bad thing. Only from the point of view that he's focusing so much on you, he's not focusing on improving himself, which will then improve your relationship. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping that if we do come to a consensus and do get into a relationship, that I can also help him better himself by being that support, by pushing him, being like, hey, I know you want to be with me, and if you want to be with me, then let's improve yourself. Let's get better together.
Okay. Be careful that you don't use that as a hammer. Like, if you want to stay with me, you've got
Okay, yeah, that's not what that's not what I meant by it. I mean, I meant it more as like now that we're together, let's get better together.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna put in effort to make me better, you put in effort to make you better, and we can put in effort to make us better.
Correct. So, I mean, if one's putting all the effort to improve yourself and the other isn't,
That's
and
not
this is
gonna
what
work.
killed mine and Jonathan's relationship. Yeah, I felt I was like a boat and he was an anchor. Yeah, the one that's trying to improve himself realizes the other one's holding them back, and at a point, yeah, it's like you gotta cut the anchor. So let's see how this goes. I'm here to document it.
Whoa! Get ready for a bumpy ride. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, I know you are. Yeah, definitely high maintenance. So,
I'm not even gonna know that because
So-
I am.
so
I
is
am
this
pregnant.
little relationship going to be closed or open?
We already talked about it being open.
I know you did. I'm asking.
Is that
I
why
know-
you asked? Because you already knew.
I know a lot more, but
I need
the
to
viewers,
stop.
the viewers at this point don't.
I need
so
to.
I have to ask these
I need to
questions.
stop. I need to stop and think before I ask because I already know that half of the questions you ask you already know the answer to, and I just
Yes,
need to get
but
that through
people
my head.
watching the video.
Yes.
don't, so that's
Um,
why I asked what.
Me
might
and
be a
him
bit
definitely
different.
talked about it being open because I feel like in this house, in order for it to work, it would need to be open, and I don't want it to be. I feel like if I did end it, wanted it closed,
Mhm.
I feel like that's taking a lot more risk and putting me to get a lot more hurt than if it's open. Because if it's open, then if he trades nudes with somebody else, I can't get upset. But if we're closed and he trades nudes with somebody else, then I can get upset.
You say that, but will you get upset?
No, because I've been in an open relationship in the past,
Okay.
and I feel like in this house that if we are gonna have a relationship and it's gonna work, then it's gonna have to be open.
Interesting. Right. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
So is G still on the table?
G was never on the table.
We'll see. We'll see. That's meaning from either of you.
What?
Nothing. Oh, save that one for 2 weeks down the road.
Oh,
Okay, so that's good. So what else have you done this week?
I got to meet Plastic Tiara. She smelled so pretty.
That's like a
She's a RuPaul girl.
okay.
She's a drag queen, and oh my gosh, she smelled so pretty. Oh, she was so pretty, and what I liked most about her was she was really down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
She, even though she was really pretty, and she was one of those people that if she was conceited, you would understand.
Yeah.
But she was really down to earth, and I really liked that. The fact that she had that beauty and had that power, but she didn't use it.
Okay.
And then, but I feel like yesterday was a lot more interesting than Plastique because
I bet it was.
at Flamingos we met a
You
little
went to
someone.
Flamingo.
We met a little someone. He signed my wall over there. It's you better work. His name is Dylan. I definitely feel like he would be a great addition to the house so far. Now I gotta say I can't judge too much on it because I have only known him for less than 24 hours.
Mhm.
So I can't. I feel like that's kind of what the 5 days for, so you can kind of get a feel on the person, see how they are.
Alright, because it's more
So,
than just
But
being a chew toy.
But I definitely feel like it'd be good to at least look into his app.
Of course. I agree. So how do you meet him?
Nikki, me, and Jimmy all saw him and were like, I feel like he'd be a great addition to the house because we saw his bag.
God.
His bag was great. I don't remember what it said, but it said something about cock. And then he had this fan that said I Heart Semen on it. And we were like, he'd be great for the house, so they convinced me to be the one to go up and talk to him because apparently neither of them have the balls to. And I went up and talked to him, and I kind of used the camera to my advantage. I was like, hey, would you like to say hi to the members of TGRW? And then I kind of explained to him what TGRW was, and then I kind of was like, hey, well, we're looking for a fourth cast member. I feel like you would be a great addition.
Right.
You should totally put in an application. And he agreed to, and then he came back to the house with us. We had a great night partying, had some great fun.
Yes.
Jimmy
that's-
fucked him, then I fucked him, then Nicky fucked him.
Yes, that's almost one for the history books, except it's happened like twice before.
I was about to say, in this
Yeah.
house, I feel like that's happened before.
Hence the name Chew Toy. That's the name we give him when we go through the whole house in one day.
Oh, damn. That was his goal, too. He was like, I'm gonna get all three. He told us that before he even got to the house.
Oh, well, there you go.
At least he knew what he was planning. At least he...
Good. Well, hey, if you're going to spend the night, you may as well get your money's worth. Interesting, but how is he personality-wise? Because, I mean...
He's really fun to be around. He's definitely a party person.
Good, because you guys seem to be not so party person as last month.
Yeah, this last month we've been lazy.
Huh.
But, he, I'm trying to think of how to put this. With the things that he told me that is going on in his life right now, I feel like as you said, you kind of use this as like, you can use this house as a changing point in your life, to change your life for the better. And I feel like with what he told me is going on in his life right now, he could really use that. So I feel like not only would it be great for us to get a fourth cast member, but it could also be a great opportunity for him to grow as a person and to be able to build on himself. Because that's 6 months free rent. That's 6 months free rent. That rent money you could be putting towards other things and using that to build yourself. And I feel like in the position that he told me he was in, that could really benefit him as well as benefit us as having a fourth cast member.
Got it. Good. And how's your libo, your dieting, and your working out going?
Well, other than the throwing up every day, it's great. I don't know what it is. I haven't thrown up today.
Good.
Right? Literally, the way I did it is I thought I was going to. This morning I felt like I was going to, but as soon as I woke up, I took my nausea medicine. The moment I woke up, I took my nausea medicine. And it's weird because, like, it has to dissolve on your tongue. It straight up tastes like strawberries. But, but I go back to working out today. I'm trying to get back on to eating because one thing that I do need to do is, in order for me to lose weight, I do need to start eating more because I tend to eat like a bird. I'll eat a little bit here, then I'll eat a little bit there.
And the right stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I gotta eat the right stuff and I gotta eat it in the right amounts. And the way that I'm eating right now, I'm eating in such small amounts, my body's in starvation mode and gathering every little bit of fat it can. So I need to...
Plus it's in trauma mode because of the cold lipo thing you have going on.
Yeah. So I feel like from now, I mean, yeah, I gotta go to the gym, so I'm getting back on that routine. But now that I've kind of now that my stomach's at a clear point to where I can just do nothing but build, I'm at the bottom, all I can do is go up from here. Right. I feel like what I should do is just slowly work on getting my diet larger and larger so that I can get the amount that I need.
Well, you got that plated thing, didn't you?
Yeah, the every plate. I really want to make the rosemary chicken because it comes with cards because what it does is, like, there's a box in the fridge that has all the, like, the veggie ingredients and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then all the meats and stuff are in the fridge frozen, even though I don't know if you're supposed to freeze them or not. But,
yeah, you shouldn't have frozen. Your veggies are gonna... Watch your veggies, because I think I tried every plate, and the thing I noticed is the veggies kind of went a little bad before they were... Before
there was time
done
to cook
all the meals,
them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really...
The carrots and stuff got really soft.
Ooh, yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. But the thing that excites me about it most is, like, I get all the ingredients separate, so it's not like, you know, I'm just warming up a meal. I'm actually putting in the effort, and I'm cooking the meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a meal tastes so much better when you've put in the effort and you've made it.
Yeah, you're learning how to cook.
Exactly. I want to learn, like... I can bake like crazy, but I've not cooked that often. I've always been into making cakes and cheesecakes and cupcakes and cookies, and I've always been the sugar person. I love sweets. But now that I've gotten a good taste of baking and making, like, candies and stuff like that, I kind of want to get into the healthy part of it and the cooking and the making dinner.
Have you made any of them yet?
No, but I'm making it tonight.
Good Lord, I was going to say, it came last week.
Well, it's because I've been sick, and I've been constantly throwing up, so I didn't want to... Because that, with all the spices and stuff it comes with, that's a lot to put on my stomach. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want it to go all to waste just because I got sick. So I'm hoping that now, since today is the first day that I haven't thrown up, that tonight my stomach will be good enough to where the one that I want to make first is that rosemary chicken, because I saw the card and it looked so yummy.
Make sure you defrost that chicken properly first, because if he's frozen it...
Before you leave, will you show me how to do that correctly? Because I don't know about defrosting. All I know is my mom she'd get a bunch of hot water in the sink, fill it up, and she'd put the food in there.
It should not be hot. It should be cold water.
Oh.
The problem with hot water is...
Doesn't bacteria grow in hot water?
Well, your problem is the outside of a chicken defrosts quickly before the inner. So it brings it up to temperature. Bacteria can start growing on the chicken
before it's even thawed.
Yeah. That's why you use cold.
Yeah, if you can show me how to do that before you leave, that'd
I
be
would
great.
put a bunch of that stuff in that you're going to be using 2 or 3 days out and back in the refrigerator, so it defrosts
So it can go ahead
slowly
and
in
thaw
there.
out.
Yeah, it takes about 3 days to defrost in the refrigerator.
Well, the ingredients that I need to use for tonight, could you show me how to do those
Yeah.
just for now? And then the ingredients for the next meals, I'll go
Yeah.
ahead and put out.
Yeah.
Cause I knew that I wouldn't be the only one that wanted to eat. Because I'm not stupid. So I went ahead, instead of getting the one that just serves 2, I went ahead and got the serving that serves 4.
Oh, got it.
Plus, like, I thought, well, if there's any left over, I can just put it in one of the meal containers and
Yeah.
then put it in the fridge
Yeah,
and save it
exactly.
for, like, lunch or something.
Yeah.
So I thought it was better to
Plus,
go ahead
at
and
least
get
no one will steal the food because it has to be made.
Right, I don't gotta worry about them stealing my food
Yeah.
because they actually gotta put in the
You
effort
gotta
and
make
cook
yeah.
it.
That's really, work around here.
Hey, look, it's a good way of having. I don't have to get a fridge in my room, and my food's not getting eaten either.
Exactly. Yep.
Just get healthy food that you have to cook yourself, and then no one will touch it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you
Is
go.
this why you eat
Just
healthy
get-
foods?
Just get a healthy food. No one touches.
Is this why people eat healthy foods? Because no one else wants to touch them?
Yeah, it takes effort to.
It takes effort to actually make. Because, like, I've noticed, like, any healthy food you can make taste good. But when it comes to healthy food, it's a lot harder to make it taste good. You
Not
gotta
really.
put in a lot more effort and put
No, if once you start eating healthy food properly, your taste buds readjust. What's happened is you're eating a lot of unhealthy foods, which has a lot of salts and spices in it. So your taste buds get overwhelmed and they get used to that level of salt and spice in it. So you lose the ability to taste the subtle flavors of healthy food. Once you get yourself off that crap, your taste buds will return to normal and you'll understand the subtle flavors.
One thing that I do want to learn how to make, because my mom always made it and I loved it so much, and it was I know it's healthy but I know it makes your cum taste awful, but I love steamed asparagus.
Oh yeah.
With the right spices.
Mhm.
The steamed asparagus tastes so good.
Yeah.
That with some white breast meat chicken with some spices on it, with some Greek seasoning on it. Ugh. That I'd have to say was my favorite healthy meal my mom ever cooked.
Yeah.
But the unhealthy meal, the one that I know how to make, is her cheeseburger meatloaf. She taught me how to make that one,
God.
and that
Yeah.
that was the first meal I ever learned how to cook, and I was so proud of that. But my favorite thing that she ever made that I still hound her for the recipe for is her Parmesan chicken, because I loved it so much. But then my grandmother, she made these things that I gotta get the recipe from somebody, because it's called Irish eggs. But it's the amazing breakfast. It's a boiled egg wrapped in a sausage,
Yeah.
wrapped in croissant roll.
In a croissant roll? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so yummy.
I know a variation that it's wrapped in not a croissant roll, but it's wrapped in breadcrumbs. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
similar,
It's like the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just a little bit different in texture.
yeah. Interesting. Okay, we'll say bye.
Bye.